Hey, I'm Kev and welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross. So we've reached the season finale of the 250 Supercross East series as we're going to head to the gambling capital of the world, Las Vegas. As here goes Hillman qualifying in Sandboyd Stadium, and you might notice a few different riders such as Shane McElrath and Jimmy DeCostis. And names I can't pronounce, such as Justin Hill. That's because, in the season finale, the East and West Series race together here in Las Vegas. Most of the riders fly into the air together. I don't know why the other rider didn't do what Hillman just did. Or high side. As you can see, he's got a bright car in the back now, so you're able to see 621 a bit easier. His high side nickname. Oh, loving this track so far. Look how fast it is. You can actually use fifth gear properly for once. Probably need to make that a long gearing though. That's all, he stacks it. Into the left-hander. But yeah, both 250 series take part in this final race. There's the season finale for both series as well. That's the season finale. Not just a season finale. It's much bigger than that. So we'll see what Hillman can do here. Get some more opposition. It all goes a bit wide again into that final corner. But that's not a good opening up. Minute 31.5. I'd be looking for minute 20. What the hell happened there? Just went into the advertising and just fell into the dirt. Like he just doesn't want to be here. Don't know why, after his last race in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I don't know why I keep saying East Rutherford info immediately with state, but around MetLife Stadium, Hillman was unmatched. In the wet conditions. Maybe he just misses the rain. Oh, that's it. So he gets his scrub on. Bit too much. Crowd cheering, even though I don't see any crowd over here. Oh, there they are. Being on the right hand side. And this time he actually makes it through that left-hander. But with a longer lap as well, this will be interesting. How long these races will be. We had it with Daytona early in the season. Around a minute 20 that time at most. This is going to be mid-20s. So how many laps then? Around 9? Maybe 10? It's almost losing the bike in the final corner. It's a minute 30 now. Still slowest by 2.5 seconds. And then it's like we're just going to have the best 11 riders from both series taking part in this finale. Because normally they have like heat races and then he gets decided down to the final field, but looks like we're going to be behind Travis for the time being, RJ Hampshire as well. Look at that sun. That's some picture to have. The right hand side. So we go over the jumps. Oh, that's not good. Losing the rear slightly. Gonna try and buy an ATV. I know, wrong game series, isn't it? And there goes Hillman just collapsing with embarrassment. Has not had a clean lap so far. I was thinking next that will be his final effort. So let's see if we can pull just something together. You need to change gear and make it high. Definitely going to change that. So that's better into the final corner. Dips into the minute 28.3. A bit wide. Just keep going, Hillman. It's still upright. It's all good. That's where the whole shot is. You should see that jump at the start. See if everyone survives in the first couple of corners. He's going to Monster Alley. Got it up slightly. As I did actually try and take a picture there. Not the best picture though, so I'll just wait till the race. That's all. Hillman getting punted from behind. Goes into the left-hander, goes wide. Goes very slow. So he tried to take the cautious approach, then just got punted. That's what happens when you take the cautious approach in Supercross. You're going to end up where you don't want to be. In that case, everyone's just offline slightly. Could have been much worse. It will probably be much worse in the race. You can see how dusty this surface is though. Sandy it is. Very soft, for the most part. Goes a bit wide, but sets up 26.4, so he's not last for the time being, is Hillman. So it's Justin Hill at the top on his car. So ahead of the Hasvan on Zach Osborne and Adam in third, Shane in fourth, Aaron Plessinger in fifth, or Plessinger in fifth, and then we've got Martin in sixth, Joey in seventh, Alex Martin in eighth, Jeremy Martin in ninth, and Dean Fernandez rounds out the top 10 with Hillman in 21st. He's not last, just ahead of Travis, but that is not where you want to qualify, as he's not going to earn many credits from that performance, or prestige.
Las Vegas, it's a city well known for crowning champions. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen, live at Sam Boyd Stadium. The racers are trying to pump themselves up, visualizing how the race will unfold. Who will shine in a bright light to the stadium tonight? Are you ready for the Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship main event? The Nevada Desert will roar to life as we drop the gate. You can hear the cheer. He is your crowd favorite. Will that be too much pressure or the motivation for him to get the win? The riders are lined up. The gate is about to drop. Who will get the whole shot?
As they are revving up for the season finale on the outside. Waiting for the gate to drop. Oh, he just jumped it. Then Hillman. So it's got Lorenzo at the back. This is not a good showing for East. It's like Travis is going to issue, so is Christian Craig. No surprise there on the Honda. Everyone very slow over these mountains at the beginning. As Justin Hill still leads. Hillman up into the top 10 now. Looking for the top 5. Behind Zach Osborne and Adam. Doing it for the East. Oh! There goes down someone on the outside. It's up into 4th now. Oh, Hillman forgot to change the gear and it's still medium. So it might be caught in these fast sections. As he reach speeds of over 60 miles per hour. Into corner should be good. Oh, he's been pushed wide to get back on the track. Just about does it. Up into 4th. Head of Mitchell Oldenburg. Then quickly drops back behind. He's got Carl behind us. Carl Chisholm. Or Chrisham. It's all down the inside for Hillman. Again, no top speed. As Owen loses it in the final corner. And oh, so he does. Carl as well. So he's still in 6th. Have I got it correct? Has he looked through the whole field? He is. Behind Jimmy. Decotis. So this is not bad from Hillman. Again, still just a 10-minute race in the season finale. So he just about survives going over those jumps. Now into this fast right-hander, just about holding on to the rear. Massive jump. Goes into the next right. Just about holding on to his bike, almost went into space there. Let's go over this fast section and slow it down. For the left-hander, that's nicely done for once from Hillman. And he's definitely caught up to Jimmy in that section. But he's not as good in this section coming up, so he might fall back again. He's all over the tail of the West Rider. And he's definitely going to lose it in this section, where you need the speed. He makes it through the final corner, so it's a 24.3. That's his fastest lap by a country mile so far. They're going to get past Jimmy into the top 5. He does. He's got Adam on the podium, fellow Kawasaki runner. He was battling for the title as well in the East. And there we are, up back into 5th. Got Mitchell in front. Only temporary though, and it's like Jimmy wants to make the move into the left hand, he does. But here goes Hillman round the outside. Back in front, but again, no top speed. Oh, there comes Aaron as well. And a great battle here for top 5. So he slows down a lot too much. Gets off the line with the brakes. Just thinking back online though in 7th. It's out the corner. Another set of mounds. Got Shane down in 9th. Normally he's a front runner in the rest. So strange to see that. Joey in 8th, around the 2nd behind. It's for Kawasaki. We're almost halfway through this race already. Oh, it looks like Jimmy's messed up that final corner. There's Hillman trying to get by his newest rival. And look at Aaron already on the back of Mitchell for 4th. And it looks like Joey's gaining on Hillman. As he's finally made it through that section. Now can just... Oh, look at that crash in front. For Jimmy again. Not having a good lap. And now Joey's right on Hillman's tail. Here comes his rival from the East. That's much better into the left-hander, runs wide though. Let's get back on the track. Just about does it. So he's up into 6th. We've got Mitchell in 5th in front. He's dropped behind Aaron, who seems to be flying in the second half. They're saying, look at that, he's battling for a podium now. And it looks like the top 2 have gotten away. Got a race from Aaron in 4th from mid-pack on that opening lap. So the final couple corners, sets his new fastest lap, does Hillman. He's got a bit of a gap in front. He's got Justin Hill in the lead ahead of Adam. What a race he's having. Zach Osborne dropping back in the second half of the race. Haven't seen that before, have we? Still holding on to 3rd though. Of the rest guys. Or not. It looks like Mitchell's now up into 3rd. Aaron's charge has been held back. Here comes Shay now in 7th. And oh, someone has crashed in front of them. No. Let's get out the way. What are you doing, monster? What are you doing? That is ridiculous. As all Joey goes into the back of Hillman. So he's down to 9th now. After what the hell happened there? Running slightly wide and then they put up an old barrier. Deny Hillman to rejoin. He's got Joey alongside Hillman in all the corners, and now we've got Cole joining in as well. And the battle for the lower reach of the top 10 now. And Joey speeds by. He's got Jimmy in 7th despite everything. Still right up there. Look at that move from Cole in the final corner. Bloody hell. As you approach the final quarter of this race, the season finale. Been a good battle. Been ridiculous at times, as we've seen. And Cole's raced by Joey as well. So there we go. That's much better run in the second part of those mounts. But Alex Martin 11th, Lorenzo in 12th. So both it up fast. Left-hander, nicely done. Hillman right up there with everyone as Jimmy's falling back. And there's the mess that Hillman left on the left-hand side in that section. Look at this, no top speed. Really is costing him in these fast stretches, but he's got past Joey in the corner. Getting ahead of Carl as well, looking to go down the inside of Jimmy. Make it back into 7th. Got Shane in front for 7th. Oh, is that Jimmy falling again? Yeah, Loney in 6th as well. There's Shane. Let's see if Hillman can give him some company maybe in the last couple of laps of this race. There's Mitchell in 5th, so Zach is holding on then in this podium fight. It's a bit wide in that final corner. Luke fastened out though, 22.7. Where's he pulled that out from, Hillman? He's still got Justin Hill leading. Goes into the hairpin. So there you go, that's much better over those mounds, modulating the throttle a bit better. As Jimmy and Carl are battling behind. Let's see if Kev can get away from them. As he's flying high, just about holds onto the bike on the landing. As Adams dropped down to 5th, he's falling back. Probably Zach Osborne driving back, but instead it's Adam on the old Kawasaki. Just like Hillman. As the gap remains stable to Shane in front, disappointingly. He's built a gap behind to Carl and Joey, who are battling like a hell in the lower reaches of the top 10. That's a bit tight on the inside. That's not a good line. That corner. Been taking the wide line. Look at that. It's allowed the battling pair behind the catch up and pushed wide by Carl. He likes his ambition moves, doesn't he? You go for the final call. He's down, Hillman. He's out the top 10 after being in the whole of it for the whole of the race. Was he back into 10th? Christian Craig at the back. He's ahead of Carl. He also stacked it then. And here goes Hillman down the inside of Alex Martin for 9th. He's got his old friend Jimmy in 8th. Joey in 7th. Jimmy really struggling over those set of jumps. Here comes Alex Martin though. Oh, pushing Hillman wide. Jimmy making the move into the left-hander. What are you doing? Don't be making the move there, mate. The Hillman jumps into 8th. Only temporarily ahead of Alex Martin. Here comes Jimmy as well with his top speed. Got Joey in 7th. He's probably a bit glad to be out of the madness, but here comes Hillman bringing it with him. So that's nicely whipped through the corner. That's a horrible line though. That right-hander. And a good set of mounds to catch up. Trying to get hard on the power, but we're struggling with the traction on this bike. He's going to the final after the race. And he's battling his old East friend. Kawasaki. Zach Osborne in 2nd. Aaron in 3rd. So Osborne doing very good. The final part of this race after it looked like he might be dropping back. It's taking too much speed over a couple of those jumps. Hillman. Here we go now back on terra firma. Steven Fernandez into the top 10. That's much better over that jump. Less speed, less time in the air. That's time lost. So was that? Joey kicking up some of the advertising in front. Seems to be building the gap, unfortunately. We're catching up to Shane, but unfortunately a bit too late. We'll battle as Justin Hill wins in Las Vegas. Been dominant all weekend long, with Zach just holding on to second ahead of Aaron. And you got Adam back up at top 4th ahead of Mitchell. Nicely done, Adam, top of the Kawasakis from the east. And here comes a couple of his friends. In 7th and 8th, well, no! Fernandez with the move into the final corner. What was that from Fernandez? Cheeky bugger. As he finishes in 8th ahead of Hillman. Alex Martin 10th on his KTM as it's Kawasaki winning in Justin Hill's hands. Ahead of Zach Osborne, Aaron in 3rd. And in 4th, Mitchell Oldenburg rounds out the top 5 ahead of Shane. Then there's Joey. And then behind the top 10, you got Mitchell Haas and Jimmy in 12th on his Honda. He had an adventure. Then to 30, Cole down in 14th on his Honda. You've got Jeremy Martin in 16th. And then right at the back is Philip Nicoletti. So points still get given out like this, though. I thought it would be like best of East, best of West would be getting. Kind of like 25 each, or instead points given out like this. So that means
that was definitely not the type of performance he was hoping for. He was never really a factor in the race and is going to have to find a lot more speed if he wants to win.
The intern is back. That's not good. But it means that Zach Osborne is the champion ahead of Adam by 19 points, with Joey in 3rd. Then Smith in 4th, and Nico Hillman into the top 5 by 2 points ahead of Chaz. So 3 Kawasaki's in the top 5. Good season for them, with Dylan Fernandez in 7th. Just 3 points of the top 5, a point behind Chaz, and a couple points ahead of Mitchell Harrison, with Alex Martin in 9th. And Christian Craig holds on to the top 10 position ahead of Lorenzo of RJ Hampshire in 12th. Cameron McAdoo 13th, Carl Peters 14th, and Travis in 15th. You've got Benny in 16th, Swanson 17th, Chase 16th and 18th, Chase Stevenson in 19th, and Matthew Martin around at the top 20 ahead of Charlie Jones. Has 32 riders scored points. It's like 41 took part in races. As a pretty good season in the end for Hillman with his championship position. But that's the top 3. We get some credits earned despite being picked at the line for 8th. As we're going to race up the levels, and in it, so we've gone locked a couple of new titles. Don't underestimate me, Magic Rider rookie numbers. As end of season report for 250s. Congratulations to riders in all categories. The championship's over, but your achievements are written in stone. Finished in 5th with a couple of victories, 127 points. As well, we're going to go next season then. Do we go east, west, or straight to 450? Find out next time. South watching. I'll see you then.